Prior to the American government's involvement, schools were mostly private organizations. Examining the history of the American education system will help determine whether entrepreneurs or bureaucrats better serve society. Reviewing the history of schools, the eventual municipalization, how the government failed them, and recent entrepreneurial innovation will help answer this question. In 1821, when Boston started the first public high school, most schools were privately owned. Massachusetts instated the first compulsory school laws in 1852. Public schools became more common by 1920. They became commonplace when federal funds began to accrue. These public schools were based on the Prussian education system, which stressed conformity and obedience. Even by 1922, this was an outdated ideal. Financial aid and federal funds increased the college's cost, decreased education quality, and resulted in an unethical practice. Quoting Thomas Sowell, government subsidies for students whose families' incomes are not high enough to make college affordable create an incentive for college to keep tuition high enough to be unaffordable for a large number of students. Thomas Sowell, page 128 of Economic Fact and Fallacies, 2nd edition. This quote explains how government involvement in education started with good intention, but leads to horrible results. Tuition costs are increased to maximize funds received from federal government. Private schools have innovated and adapted to change, while public schools move at a snail pace. A voucher policy resulted in greater competition, requiring snail schools to tap just as much as private schools have. During the pandemic, public schools delayed their start by a month or moved online, while private schools challenged themselves to create a safe environment and started on time. The simple reality is government is not paid to adapt. Entrepreneurs are. In conclusion, and I quote, economic reality is evolving every day. It is millions of decentralized entrepreneurs and consumers who are making fine-tuning adjustments to this. Benjamin Powell in 5 Socialism Myths, Part 1, uploaded to the John Stossel YouTube account. It is foolish to assume that a board of directors can accomplish all of this. The entrepreneurial society will be the future as long as government doesn't stifle entrepreneurs. When entrepreneurs are paid, we all benefit, whether this is with Amazon same-day delivery or private schools adapting to technological change. The entrepreneur profits, and we do too.